going to be watching When Dumb Karens Try to Fight Cops. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm never going to try to fight a cop. Why would I try to fight a level 100 mob boss as a level 1? So let's check it out, starting with the Cookie Monster.
Karens are infamous for being annoying and thinking they're above the law.
Me too.
But what happens when Karens pick the wrong battle and try to fight police officers?
Oh, she's biting!
You verbally abused me as soon as I got here.
Here are 4 examples of this happening, starting with the case of Brandy McGowan. On the 30th of March 2022, police were called on Brandy after she was seen threatening people with a brick in a Florida Walmart.
1, Florida, bad. 2, Walmart, even worse. 3, brick. Let's go, it's gonna be awesome. Gladiator Granny.
At some point, she decided the brick wasn't good enough and stole a pocket knife to wield instead. When an officer arrived, he found Brandy holding the knife. The cop was armed with his service weapon, but Brandy refused to drop hers.
Drop the knife now! Drop it.
Why is she standing like she's final boss of Aura Farming? What is going on?
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it now.
She's on
Brandy
drugs.
seemed blissfully unaware that the officer is pointing a gun directly at her.
Average Tuesday. She's in Florida. This faces nobody.
And has a taser in broad view on his utility belt. In these circumstances, he is well within his rights to use it to subdue and disarm her if he feels as though she's a danger to him and the civilians around him. Clearly, she doesn't understand that, as she stands her ground and continues to threaten people with her weapon.
She's like, I think stand your ground clause means I'm allowed to stand here as long as I want, officer. Get a move on.
Put it down.
It's not into a dog.
Drop it.
Me when my dog has my sock.
Drop the knife. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
At this point, backup arrives on the scene and takes the attention off the first cop for a moment, giving him the opportunity to holster his weapon and switch to the taser. In this situation, it's obviously much more preferable for the cop to use non-lethal force.
He literally used the scroll wheel. He's switching weapons.
But it's dangerous to lower his weapon while in a one-on-one standoff. The arrival of the other officers gives the perfect relief for him to switch to and deploy the taser.
Drop the knife now.
I mean, she had a knife.
Drop the knife.
She thought she was Sif.
So you're all kidnapping me?
What? Kidnapping? You're a woman.
The taser does a perfect job of disarming Brandy and allowing the cops to put her in cuffs and detain her. After the Walmart interaction, she was taken to a local hospital for evaluation, where it was discovered she was, somewhat predictably, high on meth and...
Florida moment. I could never be a Florida cop. This is like level 100 PvP zone.
had apparently ingested over 4 grams of the stuff before entering the store to cause her chaos. Back at the police station, it was also discovered that Brandy had a lengthy criminal record, with charges including burglary, kidnapping, and battery.
Dude, she's got a longer list than Pontiff Sullivan. What the hell?
This incident, she was hit with another charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, carrying a sentence of up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. If this doesn't convince you not to take drugs, nothing will. But this next case is a perfect example of how alcohol can have very similar effects, at least on Karens. This officer was called to a bar on the night of August 11th, where there was an intoxicated woman allegedly attacking multiple people and causing a serious disturbance. The woman was quickly identified as Christina Cabot, the wife of the previous mayor of the town.
Bro. If you have relations to mayors, you should not be doing this. You know better. You know better.
And someone who has clearly overstayed her welcome at the bar.
She's crazy. Okay, come on, camera. This bitch is crazy.
Let me say it louder for the people in the back.
True story. She was literally been in here. She walked into me. Why are you in here? I said,
I like this lady.
I don't like you. You're black.
Wow.
What do you mean?
She's been in the back for a while. But just being dumb.
Yeah.
No. I don't know who she is. She's Tim Kiss.
We all do. Yeah.
Docs.
You all do.
Yep.
Just, maybe take her and take her to the next city over.
Deport her.
She, I mean, she tried to push me off her chair.
No, seriously. Okay, so I was smoking cigars.
Yep.
Other patrons of this bar
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh my god, I actually do want to see how crazy she is.
detail exactly what Christina has been doing to cause the disturbance, and it's clear she hasn't made herself popular. This is also the second time today that police have been called to remove her from a bar. She's been intoxicated nearly
What?
the entire day.
She server hopped and thought that was acceptable?
So the police decide it's time to have a chat with her and get her back to the station.
Who's this guy?
His name's Dan.
You know what happened to me.
If I be honest,
What happened to you?
if I be quite honest with you,
You know
What?
what happened to me. I'm
if I
Tim
be
Floyd.
honest with you,
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Where have you been?
Like just now or
Did
like
you
my
just
whole
get
life?
here?
She wants the lore.
No, I was talking to other people.
I like
You just got
you.
into a process here?
No, we had dinner together over at Turbo like 6 years ago.
And you're going
Ooh.
to pretend like you don't know what happened to me?
I know who you are. I don't know what happened to you.
This town is going to shut Tim and I down everywhere we go because of what happened to me. Because
What
the
happened?
department said that I did something wrong. All these white fucking motherfuckers
What?
said that I did something wrong. Okay. Even though the police department dropped all the charges. Even though the police department continued to investigate me when they had no right.
So what does it have to do with tonight's
Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even know who called the police
So
on it.
a few people.
You should go ask them.
So they've already told me. They
What
said
did
that
they
you
say?
were pushing people and touching people and
Ew.
trying to push people off their stools and acting disorderly.
Not true.
Christina lets the cops know that she believes the city of La Crosse, where they are, is out to get her and her husband. Evidently, the police have investigated her in the past and dropped the case, but obviously there's something bigger at play here, or at least that's what she's trying to insinuate.
I'm thinking she's allergic to accountability. I might be onto something here. Get me in the force.
In reality, Christina is extremely intoxicated and looking for any reason to blame someone else for the ruckus she's been causing and a way to get out of this situation.
This is the guy right here.
Hi,
Go
Chad.
talk to him. Come on.
No, we're not.
Hey, tell him what you think about me.
I didn't touch you once.
She wanted him to advocate. And then he says, I don't touch you, I don't f with you, leave me alone.
When I pushed you off your bar stool, right?
You never know. I never said that.
I knew on my place. I'm not a company. Sir, I think we lost you.
The police are told that Christina was politely asked to leave the bar multiple times, to which she violently refused, becoming both verbally and physically abusive, starting fights with anyone she could get her hands on. At one point, she even sat down in the middle of the bar and began kicking and screaming like a child.
Come on. How do people have no shame? That is so embarrassing to lay on the ground and kick and scream with Will Ferrell. Come on!
It was at this point the police were called to the scene.
She needs to go. I don't care where she goes. I don't care where the f she goes. But she needs to go.
Get her
No, we're not
here!
gonna go inside, ma'am.
Christian, stay here for me.
You know my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
You going
And
Oh, you're just going to accept that?
definitely
We're going to be able to treat me like this as long as I were here?
Treat you like what?
This?
What?
We treat you.
If you're here, I did nothing wrong because they called the police out because they're white. And
What? Friendly fire?
Same thing. The guy that I talked. Look at this.
We're already here!
Yeah, let's
I'd
not do
just
it,
like
man.
to put in a good word for that lady right there. She's an okay lady. Yeah, she's an okay lady.
Okay. I appreciate that.
We're just interviewing the crowd at this point. Anybody else have anything to say? Anybody?
I just want to put in a good
Pay
word for
chatter. She definitely PayPal'd him $20.
Whoa! What the fuck was that? I do this shit.
What she did?
We'll take it.
You did see that,
I
right?
was just joking. She literally gave him $20 right there. We couldn't even be sneaky about it.
This guy came over to put in a good word for her after talking with Christina in the background, and then she immediately walked over to pay him directly in front of the cops.
Actually, I don't feel safe in the city anymore. What's more is, if something happens to me tonight...
This is my job, bro. That's what
I am so overstimulated right now. I feel like I just joined in the middle of a Discord and have no idea what's going on, and now everybody's been yapping too long that it's way too long to introduce myself. And I've just been sitting there, so now it's awkward, and I'm like actually gonna leave.
You know that. I swear to God.
You're good.
You saw that, right?
I do this shit.
Nice censor on that.
I do this shit for real.
You come over here and talk to me. And my name is Christina, and you know me.
I'm just calling
Don't
you
call me
ma'am.
ma'am.
Why? Christina.
Because I asked you not to.
Is it okay if we talk over here, Christina?
No, I don't know what you want to talk to me about,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure we can do it right here. No one's
So
here.
unfortunately, you do have to go to jail tonight, okay?
Wait, let me put...
Is she gonna start screaming on the ground?
Do you think I deserve to be arrested right now?
Yes! Yes, I
What
do!
am I being charged with?
Being arrested.
Being annoying!
Disorderly conduct? Oh, white girl, I don't know you.
Due to everything that's gone on so far, the cops decide to put her in cuffs and take her to jail for the night. Frankly, it's impressive that even while restrained, she still managed to make enemies. On the way back to the car, she refused to cooperate and made her legs weak, forcing the cops to drag her. And even that wasn't the most annoying thing she did on this walk.
There's more!
I need you to put that wallet in my purse.
I'm gonna carry it all the way over there. Okay? Just like
no,
this.
I want you to put it in my purse.
Well, let's go and then we'll make it happen, okay? Thank you.
He's being so patient. Like, he's putting up with so much crap. Oh my god, now she's got Neopet's jelly legs. What are we going to next? The giant omelet?
You just need to walk. Yeah.
Spine problems.
Is there a reason why you're doing this, Christina?
Yeah.
You know what strat she's gonna employ after this? When she gets in the back of the car, she's gonna pretend to fall asleep so they have to pick her up and carry her in. I also did that when I was 5 years old. Someone start playing some Phil Collins.
She has a right to remain silent, but not the ability to.
That's crazy. Oh, sorry, I had to turn all that off. That was my bad. Where'd it go? Oh.
No, why?
Can we walk over here, please?
This is nice.
Oh, Rita!
Christy, can you please sit in there?
No.
We're trying to be decent,
No, I
please.
can't. You're not being decent.
Please.
What?
Please don't hurt the officer.
Tim.
I do know Tim.
Yeah, I can't believe
That doesn't have anything to do with your...
Yes! No, it doesn't.
No,
Oh,
I
I'm
can't.
facing.
For you?
Okay, ma'am.
After acting like this all night, you'd think it'd be time for her to drop the act back at the station, but she thinks differently, choosing to make the entire team's lives as hard as physically possible.
Christy Cabot. She's not real cooperative. She wants to sit in the, she's not resistive. She just wants to sit in the squad car, so we had to force her in there. So.
She's right here?
Yeah.
Round 2, fight. Fatality.
You said Christy, right?
Yeah.
Can I help you sit up here? Christy.
Is she actually employing the fake sleep strat? I was just joking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Chris, get your bowl in this PvP for me?
Oh my god! Why? What?
Christy, my hands. You're fine.
Okay, for you guys. This is I went to jail. She said, nope.
You guys are really hurting me.
This can't be real.
God, I must be so. violent.
What?
Can I please? Whatever this is, it hurts.
I'm just holding on. We're gonna go back.
There we go. You can let go.
Well, I'm gonna hang on to you.
And also this hurts, whatever this is.
Come on,
The cops
whatever
finally
this is. Guys, I have a really embarrassing story, and I'll share it with you. When I was a kid, I used to be on the basketball team, and I say be on the basketball team very loosely. And I remember that I didn't want to practice one day because I hated practicing. I hated it. I actually hated it. So what happened was I would hear people say all the time, oh, I pulled my hamstring, I can't run. So I went up to my coach and I said, I think I pulled my hamstring, I can't practice. And he said, oh, really? Where's your hamstring? I said, never mind. I didn't know where it was.
To get Christina into a wheelchair so they can properly bring her into the station, kicking and screaming all the way there. She was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, as well as firmly placing herself on the bad side of pretty much every cop and civilian in the entire town. Christina showed exactly how awkward Karens can make situations like this, but the cop in this next case shows exactly how to handle them. This Karen had just been detained by police in a Walgreens after going on an extensive racist rant towards a group of Muslims in the store.
Here we go.
She has her plan to make the officers' lives as awkward as possible, but this cop is here to shut her down.
Ma'am, no weapons on you or anything like that?
No, here.
No, that's okay. Stand up for me, please.
Holy crap, she's sitting in a throne like the queen of racism.
Sure you don't have any weapons on you?
Look, I don't even
I
have
don't know.
pockets.
Turn around. I don't want to touch you.
Pockets.
Okay. Under arrest for battery.
I didn't do any battery.
No, when you spit on people, that's battery.
No,
Ew, why is it always the spit? That's disgusting. And you know they're all really like gross. So there's like some loogies in there. They need some Mucinex. She's already at Walgreens. Thank you guys for the bits. She's having a heart attack. They jail her heart due to a violent attack.
Listen, he verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on him. That's why you verbally abused me as soon as I got here. Did I spit on you?
No.
You're under arrest for battery. No, yep, definitely doing that.
That hurts.
Yeah, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Can
Let's
I
go.
take my purse?
Absolutely. Come on.
Oh,
Let's go.
please don't.
Oh,
Don't
no,
hurt
you're
me,
definitely
though.
going to jail. Let's go. Walk.
Can we get a Karen tier list? What tier is Shakira Flabbergasted? I'm gonna say actually S. Shakira Flabbergasted was so insane, and you had so many quotable moments. We had, I need to go to work. That's crazy and insane, and she spammed it over and over and over again. She said her name was Shakira Flabbergasted. Actually crazy name pool that came off the top of her head. And didn't her man just like not even have to go to jail because he was normal and she was absolutely insane? Yes, and she has a trilogy. Actually S tier.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Can I leave my car here?
That's absolutely fine. Sure.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
I believe it. I see it right now.
Officer, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I'll get it.
Her AI broke.
God bless you.
Yep. God bless me, God, because I'm a Christian.
Amen.
Christians don't talk like you.
This cop managed to get her in
yes!
cuffs and out the door in record time, but he still has to get her into the patrol vehicle and back to jail, and this Karen isn't going down easy.
Who do you think could be a cop and people would never commit crimes again? Maybe Goku? If I knew Goku was on the force, I'm never, ever, ever gonna be bad. Like, imagine just petty theft and Goku shows up and just, like, beats the crap out of you. I mean, I don't think he would do that. That's kind of out of character, but, like, damn. RoboCop? Yeah, that'd be huge. BerryCrepe? Yeah, I would be an insane cop. Wapsha, wapsha, wapsha. Grappling hook!
Confirm for me or...
Do this, please. I didn't do anything.
How about you just stand there and stop talking?
Oh, dang! Silence!
How about we do that? How about we do that? That doesn't give you an excuse to act the way that you're acting.
Ooh!
None. Just stop talking.
You guys can leave. We'll take care of it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys have a good one.
This is another random question because a lot of these are in Florida. Do you think there would be less crimes in Florida if, like, there were crocodile or alligator, like, canine units? So instead of dogs, it's like a leashed alligator. That would be insane. That has to instill fear in the public.
This officer saw me last night. I've been having a lot happening in my life.
You really think that's gonna happen?
With a simple
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Guys, she said sorry. Don't we know that if you say sorry, you get out of everything you've ever done? We need more kindness in the
I'm
world.
sorry. But you can you apologize too? I apologize. I'm not a racist. I have friends that are Muslim.
She said the line.
Okay? I have friends that are Muslim. Oh, that hurts. You're hurting my hand.
Well, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Well, I've never had handcuffs.
So that's a no. Okay, so
Except when I
those
was-
same Muslims that you were talking shit to just decided your fate and they elected to not
Thank
prosecute.
you. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless them. Because if it was up to me, you'd be going to jail.
Oh, somebody going to jail
But they
tonight.
decided, as the victim,
Or not.
that you were not going to jail.
Wow,
I
nice
suggest you
people.
watch your mouth because
Well-
the particular shut up, listen.
Oh!
The particular group that you decided to mouth off to were professional or nice. Some people might kick you in your face and they're gonna come pick up the pieces. So I suggest you watch your mouth.
In an act of extreme kindness, the group of Muslims she spat at and was racist towards decided not to press charges and
Aw.
asked the police to let her go. But somehow, even that isn't enough to stop this woman from running her mouth.
I changed my mind. Electric chair.
My father was with the Army. He was a captain in the Army.
Did anybody get her 14?
Look what you did to my aunt.
You should be going to jail.
Huh? Oh. Can you get me my purse, please?
Hey, you got a 14?
No, I thought he was holding it.
Get your stuff and leave.
What do I do with this?
What do you do with what?
Oh, that hurts.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I've never had this happen to me.
Then keep your mouth shut and you won't have it happen again. Literally keep your mouth shut because you spit on somebody.
Listen, you don't know what he did to me.
You don't
before.
have the right to ask me how to talk to you when you're disrespecting people.
True.
You disrespected me first.
Literally spitting on people. Gather your belongings, count your blessings, and leave.
Listen, I'm a
Bye.
Christian.
Yeah.
He's so done.
You need to look that up.
And I go to Calvary Chapel.
You need to.
All right.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah, very concerning.
Yeah, we'll talk to Pastor Doug.
I will actually. I will talk to Pastor Doug and let her know how you
Come
feel
on
about
Sunday.
different
Come on
religions.
Sunday for church.
Okay, for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
11 a.m.
Good night.
All right, good night.
Dude, the sad thing is no matter what anybody says to her, she's not gonna change. Instead of Walgreens, this is gonna happen at a CVS. Wait, but if this happened at a CVS, if she thinks that the handcuffs are too tight, maybe they could print a receipt and wrap it around her wrists.
Thank you, officer.
Yeah, good night, man.
Thank you.
Get
And
home
thank
safe.
you, officer. You're respectful. You're respectful.
They all are, man.
You are not. Thank God for President Trump.
Shout out.
This woman was incredibly fortunate to be let away with no charges, especially after everything she said on camera. But Sean Malarkey wasn't so lucky.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, we might have seen this one. I might have to skip this. I think this was the lady at the airport, wasn't it? She looks the same. It's the same aggressive haircut.
Malarkey was arrested for domestic violence after hitting her ex-husband with her car.
What?
When the cops moved in to arrest her, things immediately started to go south.
Wait, I haven't seen this, guys. I thought this was the lady at the airport who ended up getting in trouble. Do you know who I'm talking about? This haircut has to be stopped.
Ma'am, step up.
Is it the same lady?
Excuse me.
Step up.
Your hands off of me.
Step
Oh,
out
no,
the
no,
car
no,
right
it's
now.
not.
You're under arrest.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Malarkey's behavior is erratic and her tones aggressive from
Okay. Well, her name's Malarkey. At some point, you just gotta act like the username that's been chosen for you.
the off. Her children are in the backseat of the car, but this doesn't seem to affect how she handles the encounter, and things only get worse.
I will tase you if you don't get out of the car.
You better take your hands off of me right now.
I told
Then
you you're
get
under
out of
arrest.
the
Get out of the
car.
car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant.
I just sent a message and I am... Excuse me.
Get out of the car.
Sir, that is extremely unkind. Why would you do that?
Right now.
No. Did somebody say that you could come into our house?
Asking the cops who gave them permission to enter the property is a common tactic in situations like this one. But for the suspects, the reality is that the police are well within their rights to enter property uninvited
Oh, damn,
so long as they
open
have
up!
a warrant. With a second officer's assistance, Malarkey is removed from her car and cuffed. However, this is where things get even worse.
What?
No, I didn't do anything.
Andy asked you to come out.
Excuse me?
Andy asked you to get out of the car.
No, Andy.
Then get out of the car!
Yanked me.
I yanked you because I told you you're under arrest and you refused to exit your vehicle.
Are you gonna stand up and be cooperative?
Are you going to understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this?
She got that SAT vocabulary. Honestly, this would suck. Imagine being a police officer. Most of the time, you're just dealing with oblivion NPCs. Like, what is going on?
We're going out here, this way. You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're any charges on. If you hit us, or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
That's so embarrassing, man. I say this all the time, but how are you not embarrassed? Everybody's watching. You have spectators.
And Malarkey's attitude does not change at all. The cop then smells alcohol on her breath, which may explain some of the bizarre behavior.
You are a shitty human being.
Oh!
You throw somebody down in front of their children? What the f is wrong with you?
Sit down! I told you.
Everybody who's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs got kids. Think of the kids.
No! You, you piece of shit. You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire.
What? That doesn't even make any sense. Why are we pissing? Why am I pissing on dirt? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like a male fantasy, right? Like, have you guys ever just wanted to stand on an edge of a mountain and just spray? Okay, I think I'm getting a little too deep into this.
I smell an odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my.
That's your.
Ew, she pee-peed!
She defies the officer's orders
Who pissed my pants?
and tries to leave the vehicle, then makes a point to single out the cop who initiated the arrest.
It's some malarkey.
Fucking hands off me.
We see situations like this often, where a suspect will target one member of law enforcement and use them as a scapegoat. This is typically followed by legal threats, so they're likely targeting the officer they feel they could best build the strongest case against. However, this wouldn't work all too well.
Yeah!
Get your fucking hands off me.
Cool out. If you keep resisting,
Oh!
I'll with that.
You know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your fucking dirty ass hands on me.
Stop moving. Let him take off your watch.
Malarkey then goes on to make violent threats to the officers. Pay attention to how quickly she tries to change the conversation after her most extreme threat.
You know no, do you know what he's done?
Stop kicking us.
Oh my god!
That's me.
I know that was the vibration of his phone or whatever, but it sounded like an air horn, like it was finally MLG compilation.
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kiss you right in the
That's me. Don't do that.
Bye, boom.
You are dead.
What?
You are getting
Threats?
sued.
No, what'd you say before that?
Threats?
You said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
You are
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
you're getting sued.
She continues making the cops' lives difficult by pretending to have trouble getting out of the car, though
Oh
it's clear
my
from her movements that
God.
she's not actually trying. She blames the tape on her ankles and says it's the cop's fault she tried to kick him.
Put your feet. Put your feet down.
No, it hurts too much. You could just take it off.
Okay, no. No, you're gonna kick it.
No, what am I? I'm a fucking 100 pounds.
I do think about this. When do these strats ever worked? Were these not patched with the employment of the body cam? There's no way anybody acts like a jerk and then they get out of jail.
You're not gonna take a 200-pound dude.
Well, you've already kicked at us a lot of times.
Why?
You're not gonna win.
Why?
You're gonna hurt us.
Why? Because that guy right there.
The one you tried to
Me?
Okay, Sean, let's go.
Why? Could you ask yourself a question? Why?
She was
Why?
charged with aggravated assault of an officer
Look at
and
that!
aggravated DUI. This was her third DUI with a child passenger.
Holy evil. Oh my god. Well, she's biting and doesn't learn from her decision. She needs to go to the pound. Oh my god.
Soon after this arrest, she was also charged with endangering the life or health of a child and violation of a bail bond and received a misdemeanor charge for resisting or obstructing an officer. If you enjoy true crime videos
Horrible.
like this, make sure you're subscribed to see more.
Anyways. Thank you so much for watching. Did we all learn not to bite people today? Yes. Did we learn to be respectful? Yes. Did we learn to subscribe to youtube.com/BerryCrepe? Yes. Did we learn to use code Berry at checkout for 10% off your gamer subs order? Yes. Did we learn to check out the gaming channel? Yes. Did we learn to come to the Twitch stream? Ah! Yes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.